MahaNamaskar. This is Amit Agarwal. I'm here again with an interesting session for all of you, Devta and effective MahaVastu remedies. Let's give a couple of minutes to people to join, and then we will continue. Right. Before we start today's session, I want to pass on the greetings on this auspicious occasion of Vasant Panchami. Vasant Panchami, it is a day where we worship or offer prayer to Goddess Ma Saraswati. Ma Saraswati is a goddess for education. In past, you must have heard about the 16 MahaVastu zone, and west of southwest is a zone for education. That is a zone linked to Ma Goddess Saraswati. So here goes the tip for you all. If in your house you're noticing this less focus or concentration of kids into studies, or there is a knowledge is required to be developed at home, whether it's a professional knowledge or whether it's related to any education, place a picture of Goddess Saraswati in your west or southwest zone. And how you can identify west or southwest zone? Is download the Check My Vastu app, stand in the center of the house, and keep moving around where you will see WSW displayed on the Shashakti Chakra. Okay. I wish Ma Saraswati bless you with all the good knowledge and education. Thank you. Coming back to our session, today's session, Devtas and MahaVastu remedies. You heard about me mentioning about Devtas in my previous session as well. So I thought to capture or educate you on the concept of Devtas. In the traditional Vastu Shastra, there have been a reference made to many of the Devtas, Devis and Asuras. In totality, there are 45 Devi, Devtas and Asuras who lives within the home. When we mention 45 Devi Devtas, it means there are 45 different energy fields within any dwelling space. Whether it's your residential or commercial, whether it's your office area, whether it's your factory, whether it's your shops, whether it's your restaurant, whether it's your living area. There are 45 different Devta energy fields. And any of the field which is disturbed will cause an issue in the specific context in your life. We will go into more detail, but firstly, how these Devtas interact with each other, or how these Devtas interact with MahaVastu zones. As they start, as you know about all the MahaVastu methodology, we first require the gridded plan, then we do a bar chart balancing, followed by 2D remedies, 3D remedies, Astro Vastu remedies. And the last comes is Devta remedies. So it's a step-by-step process in MahaVastu. Devta is the final remedy we do. And the reason why we do at the last, because if we do a Devta remedy at the start, and if it's not imbalanced, then you may see a negative impact of that Devta and that specific context of life. So, whenever we do Devta remedy, we have to be very, very cautious before implementing the Devta remedy. It's similar to take an example in your life situation where You go to the doctor will not give you an injection or the booster at the very first time. It will go step-by-step process and bring all the different normal medication, antibiotics, and the syrups and everything doesn't work. Then the final thing is injection. Take an example of COVID situation. You heard about this thing, booster. And when the booster is given, has the booster is given at the first dose, before the first dose? No. It was the first dose followed by the second dose and then the booster. So Devta is similar to like booster. Okay? So don't get yourself confused by thinking, oh, is this Devta is imbalanced, which is causing me so and so issues. Don't think on that. Firstly, balance your MahaVastu zone. Do all your 2D, 3D remedies. Get your Vastu done. And once everything is done and still you're experiencing an issue, then we do Devta remedies. Yeah. For example, what is Devta remedies? I'll start with some of the examples. Where our client come back to us with concern whether there's a childbirth issue in the family, or whether there's marriage is not happening in the family, or this job or the sales is not progressing, is not taking the fast pace, or there's a issue with the money recovery, or the legal case is still being not being resolved and it's being dragged for long. So there may be different devtas linked to each of these issues. For example, if devta progenia is imbalanced or is disturbed at home, an occupant will see a childbirth issue at home. Similarly, if Pitta devta energy field is imbalanced in the house, there would be a delay in the marriage. How do we treat devtas? Simple. We use kitchen remedies to treat devtas. We don't go and divide and do all this like demolition or moving your living space from one area to another area. No. It just a very simple kitchen groceries are used as devta remedies, which is a temporary one, and the final permanent solution is by installing some of the studs or the springs at home. Anyways, I'm not going into detail because that's quite an advanced learning which we do on devtas. So devtas, energy fields, and MahaVastu zone, and kitchen remedies and kitchen grocery remedies. And when you balance the zones with the color tips and you do your 3D remedies, and when you use your kitchen remedies for your devta, then you will start seeing majority of the problems start disappearing. In my previous session, I did mention about Vastu Purush. What Vastu Purush is? Vastu Purush is an imaginary soul who stays within the home, which cannot be seen from a naked eye. Let's take an example from the health aspect. Say, for example, you having a severe headache. What's the cause of the headache? It can be many causes, right? It can be your stress, your anger, maybe a migraine, maybe bright light. There can be many causes. But there's only one root cause, which is basically the energy of your brain is disturbed, which is causing a headache. But it's sometimes your energy field, which is causing a headache in you, but it can be the energy field in the home is getting disturbed, which is causing a headache. And that energy field in the home is causing a headache of the Vastu Purush, which is giving a headache to you. So, if any of the energy field in the house is causing a pain in the Vastu Purush of in any of their body parts, any of the occupant in the house can experience a similar pain in their body part. Interesting. Yes, but that's true. That is being mentioned in the Vedic science, and that's where Dr. Khushdeep Bansal, our KV sir, has done a detailed research in linking all these different energy fields within the house and how each of the energy field is being disturbed can cause what effect in your life. Yeah, interesting. So that's basically, in summary, I wanted to cover in today's session is how the different Devta energy field can cause an issue in your life. You can express pain in your life context. If you still have any question, feel free to post your question in the comment box. I'm happy to answer that. Also, if you think you are experiencing any issues and you're struggling to find solution for that issue, I suggest you to log on to www.mvtrainer.net and search your nearest MahaVastu trainer and book a free Yogdaan on the nominated date and time, where we will come and look into your issues and provide free consultancy. Okay. Let me quickly go through the comment box and then I'll conclude today's session. Namaskar Nupur ji. Hello Esha ji. Hi Shilpa ji. Namaskar Abhishek ji. Great. Okay. Thank you all for listening to me patiently, and I'm sure there have been many questions you may have. It's coming in your mind, and on today's occasion of Basant Panchami, I again wish you a very happy Basant Panchami. Namaskar, and I'll see you next Saturday with another interesting session. Thank you. Have a safe and blessed evening.